My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, my name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today is a subscriber's request. I've had so many people say, Jeff, please just do a simple and easy pantry dinner with just a few ingredients. I have it for you. It is a Mayo Parmesan baked chicken that is amazing with 6 ingredients. That is it. And I'm pairing it today with this Pinot from Willamette Valley, Oregon. You will fall in love with, guaranteed. But let's get started. Here I have just our 5 ingredients that are going in our sauce. Mayonnaise right here in the bowl, and some Parmesan. Let me just set this aside right now while I get and our block where our Parmesan is coming from. I always say, remember, it's the best ingredients. Even if you're only having a few ingredients, use the best ingredients. So I have some rosemary right here, and I have it fresh right out the back. It grows wild here in California. So that is one herb I always have a lot of, and I love it in this. If you can't find fresh, you could use dried, but if you want to use actual fresh ingredients, you can use thyme, if you want to switch up on the rosemary, so whatever you'd like. And then one thing about fresh rosemary, where you have to know, is the stems are extremely chewy. So you just want to run a knife through just like so. And so you have all of them cut up into tiny little bite-sized pieces, because you don't want to be chewing on a rosemary stem. I'm telling you, you don't. So we have this, and let's bring everything. Oh, and just to let you know, for the garlic, I used a plane to mince this, my trusty micro plane. So come on in here just like this, and see how it comes into a fine paste in the back. That is what you want. That is definitely what you want for that. So let's bring this back in. Let's put the rest of that minced garlic in there. And we have let's put our rosemary in there. Let's come on in with the rosemary. Perfect. And some Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard will go perfect in here. And let's stir this together before we incorporate our Parmesan cheese. And you know what I say about the Parmesan? 2-year aged is always the best. So our mayo, and if you don't like mayo, I'm telling you right now, Parmesan is going in. If you don't like mayo, I've had someone that says they hate mayo, right? You can use a Greek yogurt if you'd like, but I served this to the person that doesn't like mayo, and they went crazy for it. They loved it. That is it. It's that simple. Now let's get our chicken breasts ready. I have our chicken breasts here, and the first thing you want to do is just salt and pepper them. One side of salt and pepper because of the saltiness from the Parmesan cheese and everything that's going on in there is enough salt. You don't need to do both sides. Believe me, I went through the test kitchen and it was salty when I did both sides. So salt and pepper. And second thing, great tip on roasting chicken so everything comes out at the same time. Do you notice the chicken breasts are all the same size? Thickness, that is, because I pounded out the thick top end here so that this end matches the bottom tail end as much as you can, because you don't want the tail dried out before everything else, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to put on our mixture, and all you're going to do is just top it right on top. And a second tip is put the chicken breast together like I did, like this, because this is a cheese and a mayonnaise blend, so some of it will start to slide, but when they're together like this, pushed together, it stays on a lot better. That was another thing through my test kitchen. And we have the oven set right now at 400 degrees, so let me finish dressing these up, and I'll be right back. I just finished topping our chicken breast. Now, to make it a full meal for me, I'm going to add some heirloom carrots, baby carrots to the mix, and some shiitake mushrooms. They will bake alongside with. I just tossed them in some olive oil, salt and pepper, and I took off the bottoms of the shiitakes because they're always too chewy for me. I should have left them on for presentation-wise, but the bottom is always way too chewy. So in the oven at 400 degrees from 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the thickness of your chicken breast. So let's put them in. There we go. Bye-bye. We'll see you in 20. And tip for the actual, take a look 15 minutes in. If the top is browning too much, you can lightly cover it with foil without the foil touching the actual sauce itself, so it doesn't brown too much. That I can't wait. While our chicken is baking in the oven, let's talk about this Pinot Noir from Willamette Valley Vineyards up in Willamette Valley, Oregon. Let's take a little smell first. It is a whole cluster Pinot. Really quick to let you know what a whole cluster Pinot is that it is with stem and grapes when they go to ferment it. So what the stem does, it gives a little bolder taste, a little more tannins, a little everything with the wine itself. It doesn't go through a destemmer, so it keeps the whole cluster together. Right off the bat, I'm getting black cherry, raspberry, with a little bit of blackberry. Oh, this is lovely. The taste is a little cranberry with plum and some dark chocolate. And it is very smooth for a whole cluster, so it's not tannic whatsoever. Very, very, very smooth. You'll definitely enjoy this wine. It smells so good in here. The smell of that rosemary and garlic and everything. Woo! Oh, this is lovely. Oh, yes. Take a look at that. That is just amazing. And we all know that the chicken has to become a temperature of 165 degrees before you pull it out. I've already checked it. Look at that golden brown delicious. I got to let that cool down, I should say, and I'm ready to dig in. It has cooled off enough for me to try, but before I do, I would first like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like and share and ring that bell, because that notifies you that I have a new recipe, and I have one every Tuesday, guaranteed. Putting my wine down, I'm digging into this chicken. This was so easy to make, as you could see. This chicken is almost fork tender. Look how golden brown and delicious this is. Wow. I can't believe that was only 6 ingredients. And you can get that much flavor. Just the rosemary and the garlic and that Parmesan cheese. Perfect combination. Thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff. And we'll see you next week.